long, and you're right. These rappers, man, they usually have a little run, a little 2, 3, 4-year run. On the high end, you had probably a run like Run DMC, 5 years maybe, 5, 6, 7 years before hip-hop changed drastically. The mid-'80s. Like Run DMC was hot from like 85 through when the next wave came in with like R&B and Rakim. So that wasn't even 5 years. They were on the cover of everything, and they took rap to the next level. And like they said, took it from the streets to Hollywood. But that was only like 85. I said 95, I think. That was like from 85 till when the Paid in Full album came out. And then at that point in 1988, then it was Eric B. and Rakim, and it was Big Daddy Kane, and, Run DMC still was doing their thing, but these runs are very short. And for Drake to be around like 10 years making hits, yeah, I'm not a fan of Drake. I heard that other people writing his music, but you can't say nothing. I mean, that's an incredible run. From Clay Willie Beeman Davis, Jordan didn't have the flu. He had food poisoning. Why they call it the flu game then? I think you might be right about that. I don't remember. From Sidney Last Dragon Jackson, I'm a fan of LeBron James, but he ain't shit. Doug Stewart. You have never heard me say LeBron James, or at least since he's been back to Cleveland, ain't shit, quote unquote. Stop lying. From Corey, RC, I like the late 80s music better, all-time classics, bigger stars, and cultural impact in the 90s. From Chucktown Frank and My Morning Joe, latte mocha with lots and lots of Dixie Crystal sugar. I think he's trying to hit up a Mocha Bella in the chat room. From Corey, Mocha, are y'all going to bring back D-Wade? From Chucktown Frank, they're not going to bring back no damn D-Wade. That thing kind of ended kind of bitter down there with D-Wade and the Chicago and the Miami Heat. From Chucktown Frank, and the best of all, damn the money. Bosh went to the North Ave Trade School. Fantastic. Chris Bosh went to Georgia Tech. Chucktown Frank attended Georgia Tech. From Sidney Last Dragon Jackson, blood clots are nothing to play with. If it keeps happening, he may consider retiring. From Juan Cruz, Doug hasn't played since Little League, but is comparing himself to a professional athlete. Laughing my ass off. What can I say, man? I missed the game. That Ninja, you're assuming that every doctor is saying that. Is there any evidence of this? I guess he's talking about the Chris Bosh thing. From Wody 504, Ninja, how your ass typing that fast on a cell phone? From Big L X Squad, F Lil Yachty, sorry rap Grego, laugh out loud. Grego in here championing Lil Yahtzee. Get out of here. Let me look at Grego's profile pic here. Grego, where'd you get that at? You got a profile pic of Charles Barkley holding his middle finger up. Barkley's done a lot of crazy things, but I don't think he's ever held his middle finger up on the set of TNT's post-game basketball show. From Grego, laugh out loud, big. Ninja phone has enhanced pretext word. He uses hellified syllable words frequently. From Miss Mocabella, X Squad, relationship and jealousy are a big part of Facebook. People are looking to see who you with and who you like. That's true. That's true probably to a degree. From Redland, from RC, it said Redland, Holmes drop kicking Burbick off that car in his church shoes was epic. It was epic. From LD, yo, the thermostat is right by my desk, and cats really don't know that it works or how to work it, but I do. From RC, Sidney Holmes was pissed off because Burbick interrupted his interview and was talking shit about his wife. Burbick had it coming. The great Trevor Burbick. What is he doing right now? From LD, I got into a locker room. Got in a locker room at the pool when I was a kid, about 8. Too damn slippery. I'm still looking for that dude. Talking about locker room fights with Terrell Owens and Hugh Douglas. From Loose Neck Inville band director. Oh, so you're going to be the Ninjaville band director in Ninjaville. Got you. He says Doug's version of the story is he has on church shoes, the floor was wet, and he was on painkillers from a root canal where Ryan got him. Oh, and he was caught off guard too. Yes. Hello, McFly. That's exactly what happened. From Wody, Ryan kicked Doug's ass 504. I saw behind-the-scenes video of Charles slamming Shaq on a couch. They were both laughing. Looked like two cats that were cool with each other to me. I think I saw that too, but that was then. This is now. Right. I challenge one person, or let me hear an explanation from one of y'all listening to the show right now that has seen the actual video and heard the back and forth between Shaquille O'Neal that happened 2 nights ago and tell me that you don't think that this thing is serious. I want to hear, like, your explanation on why you think that they're playing, that they're just joking around, that all of this stuff is just for TV. I want to hear your explanation on that. You're right. Because I don't see that at all. I see Shaq serious as hell. A little bit sensitive, but he is serious about this. From RC says Shaq's feud with Barkley is just as real as the WWE. It's all an act. Wow. That's somebody I just asked a question, and RC says it's fake. Okay. From T-Dub, I don't believe these guys are friends. Did you see the look on Shaq's face? Shaq is tired of getting cut off. And that's exactly right. That's what I say. This is not a joke anymore. It may have been a joke at one time, but it's not a joke now. Tony Johnson, man, this just guys going after each other. My friends and I do this all the time. Right, but I hear you. There's certain dudes that I know that whenever we see each other, we just start clowning each other. We start dissing each other, okay, and playing the dozens have you, all right? But it's if you saw the video, Shaq had that look in his eye of a ninja that's ready to fight. I've seen that look in ninjas' eyes my whole life. Right. I've seen that look many, many times in my life where this dude is serious. I'm not playing no more, F the playing around and the joking around and whatever. And that's happened many, many times in most of our lives where dudes started out playing with each other and then somebody got sensitive, somebody cut a little bit too deep, and then it was on. Okay? And that's what I see from Shaq. He ain't playing, He ain't playing. Barkley wants it to be that they're playing, but Shaq ain't playing no more. From Wody, Ryan killed Doug's ass 504. It says, I said I wasn't going to stay in this chat. I was going to get some work done. Hour and a half later, still here, shaking my head. Hey, man, thank you, Wody 504. That means it's working. That means it's working. That means it's working. Thank you for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Hey, what's up, Doug? It's Clay.
Quake, what's up, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you, sir.
All right, man. I wanted to talk to you about that Shaq and Charles thing.
All right, so what are your thoughts?
Shaq being a little bitch right now. But Shaq's always been that way.
Yeah.
He's been on this for like 5 years. But before Shaq got on it, everybody was cracking on Charles about him not having rings.
Right.
And Charles took it like, he was comfortable with it. So all of a sudden when Shaq started getting on Charles about it, and Charles started coming back at him, he gets all extra sensitive.
Yeah.
I kind of find it funny that when Shaq started joking on other people about what they ain't got and what they doing wrong, and then when somebody get on him, he gets all extra sensitive.
Yeah. What'd you say your name was again? Quake.
Clay, man.
Oh, Clay. Yeah. You make a lot of good points, man. A lot of the points that I made earlier, I agree with you. It is kind of ironic, and it is kind of hypocritical, and one of the Stewies mentioned this in the chat room. I will agree with this, that Shaq, his main thing about the whole him and JaVale McGee thing is you're being too sensitive, he's just joking around. Barkley could technically say the same thing, but Shaq ain't, he's taking this thing serious now. He's really kind of sensitive about this. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but the thing about Charles is it's been a running joke that he had rings for about 16 years. It's been on that show.
Right.
Everybody made fun of him, and he can take it. But apparently since Charles got on Shaq, he can't take the joke stuff. Yeah,
good stuff, man. Appreciate the call, Clay. And he's right. And I mentioned that a little bit earlier. As much as I want to see Barkley get punched in the face by Shaq, the caller and many of you have said in the chat room, what you've said is exactly right. Shaq is sensitive about this thing, which really falls in the category of being hypocritical. Because, as someone mentioned before, the whole thing between him and JaVale McGee is that he's joking around, you know. And, and I don't know if Barkley has said anything that crossed the line. And it's been going on for so long. You know, maybe there's a backstory to this and something that Barkley has said. He says something crazy every single night. It seems like every night they do this show that they go back and forth with each other, and it's gotten worse over the last couple of weeks. But I don't know if Barkley has said something that I missed that really ignited this feud where Barkley stepped across the line, said something about Shaq's mama. Maybe something like that happened, and I just missed it. I don't know. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. Where you calling from? What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
Morning, Doug Stewart, T-Dub, calling from VA.
T-Dub, good morning, sir. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, brother. Hey, man, I want to elaborate a little bit on this Shaq thing. I don't personally think Shaq is extra sensitive in this case. I think what took him over the top was when Barkley said he was riding Kobe's and Dwayne Wade's coattail. That's an insult to a Hall of Famer / All-Star.
Yeah, but
I think that really pissed him off.
Oh, it really did. Oh, no, I agree with you 100%. But really, and as I said earlier, most people say the opposite. Most people say Kobe rode Shaq's coattails. I disagree with that. But most people say the opposite. If you're Shaq, shouldn't you just laugh? Shouldn't you let that roll off your back like water on a duck's back?
The reason why he can't let it roll off because of the feud between he and Kobe. So for you to insinuate that, it was Kobe, he knows the deal. He knows that Kobe was riding his coattail at that point. It bothered him a little bit.
Yeah.
Secondly, that whole situation with him playing around and them not being enemies, I think they really are enemies because he even said it on a radio show away from the set. And then, if you recall, when they had that little discussion about LeBron James, and he said verbatim, if I was LeBron James, I would have came on the set and punched you in your face. So Shaq is dead serious about this thing.
Yeah. Appreciate the call, T-Dub. 404-382-0338. That's a very good point. And that's why I love the Stewies, because I don't have all of the sense. And you're right. There's an extra layer of cynicism between these two guys because of the history between Kobe and Shaq. And so I think Charles Barkley talking about Shaquille O'Neal and, playing the dozens with him and talking about he winning these rings because of Kobe and Dwayne Wade, I think that's in bounds. But to Shaq, that might be cutting too deep. I think that's a very good point by my man T-Dub. Very good call by Clay as well earlier. I still want Shaq to punch Barkley in the mouth. Although I will say, you made some very good points. Made me think about it a little bit more, but I still want him to punch him. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show. I'm sorry.
Shit about real life right here, man. All that shit y'all nigga talking irrelevant, you did. Yeah. We can't see it in real life, nigga. We ain't taking that shit. Yeah. Try again. Let's get it. Come on. Dropped off and then finished. Trip that real game, no scrimmage. Okay. I'ma need that sweat back with interest. Give me that back. Real life, no scrimmage. Real life, no scrimmage. Boss nigga from apprentice. Boss nigga. Pussy nigga, get some business. Pussy nigga, get some business. Real life, no scrimmage. Oh my God. Real life, no scrimmage. Real life, no scrimmage. Feeling like I'm running the building. Real life, no scrimmage. Real life, nigga. Real life, no scrimmage. That's how I feel. You ain't fucking with me for nigga, go rest. For nigga, go rest. Real life, no scrimmage. Real life, nigga. Get out of here. My niggas jump up on the line of scrimmage. Ooh, about anything.
Yeah. Can't be out here playing victim. Can't be out here looking simple. Deleting pictures out the social. Hard on polar. Slept on me when I was broke. You know that I know this. I can't let you hoe niggas knock me off of my focus. I gotta go get it. Push my 97 like a 90s dope dealer. In my section acting like I don't know niggas. Sauce like Alfredo.